Alrighty, let's get this started.
Boy, did they heckin' slap me gas.
Woo! That's the truth. Hey, how's the mic quality? Now, these headsets definitely do let in a lot of outside sound into the headset, but that's just their design. We have 2 to do. Yay! Aww.
Just don't fartle now.
Currently farting. I tell you what, the sound quality is amazing, especially with the bass. Alright, a 127.
Disgusting. Yeah, it sounds good.
Fuck yes. Because the audio on these, oh my god. And they also have the multi-point connect too, which is great. I did it again. I did it again. What the fuck is the out of bounds mode there? It's not on the track. Recenter my face, and don't follow the edge, because apparently I go out of bounds there, and then back. Okay. But yeah, I can listen to multiple things at once with these. Good mic quality, good sound quality. I can listen to music again. Because it won't sound like garbage like it did on the PlayStation headsets. I just wish these were a little bit quieter in terms of keeping outside noise out. But, oh well. I can't really complain too much. Oh man, we're slow. Whew. That was a bad time. Oh, don't disqualify the lap.
Rock you like a hurricane.
But yeah, for, what? They're normally a $300 pair of headsets. And I was able to coupon clip all my way and sail my way all the way down to $165 for a brand new premium quality of headsets. Fantastic. Just to let you know, I have sent you a party invitation, and you can actually get in on the stream and talk. Wow. I was just barely faster that time. Holy fuck. Oh, yep, I did it again. Yep. Yep. I hate that. But the annoying thing with these headsets is you can hear yourself still. You're not muted at all. They've actually got holes in the cups of the headset, and you can see the back of the haptic feedback. Damn it! Why would they make an invisible boundary on the track? I'm literally driving right here where you would want to drive. And because there's a boundary... Oh, no, it doesn't do it this time? There we go. That was a lot faster, but we can do better. All right, this run might be the run. This one might be the one. Come on. Nope, there's no way I'm gonna get a 127. Yep. Alright, that's in the attempts. Silver's way too hard. It is outside of my skill level. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, the next one. Event specified car. Let's see what we can try to get. Because this is Nuremberg GP, everyone's getting 201s. I need a 206. Oh, racing medium tires? I assume this handles like a group war car. That feels like too much braking. I mean, this car is pretty planted. Other than the fact that it likes to slide. Which way? Which way? This car demands I do not act aggressive with it. It handles very well. I've actually never driven this car in this game. And boy, it is actually very nice. This is what I've been missing out on. Oh man, this car's a dream! Wow, this car handles so nice! I like it! Why have I never touched it?
Drugs.
Drugs! We need to put Magnum OS on the wacky tobacco. Four, 5, 6, 7. Did I do it? Silver? Silver, silver. Let's see. No! No! I had to just barely be a little faster. Oof.
Oh, I Hi Juicy, seen you invited me to a party chat.
Yes, you can join in. You can even get your voice in on the stream as long as you don't say anything I don't want on YouTube. Oh, there he is. He is perfectly silent. Maybe he...
Yes.
Oh, there he is. Alright, as long as you don't say anything that I wouldn't want on YouTube permanently, forever. Even though nobody
would
watches
never.
this. But... So, you know, no personal info. No other stuff. No feet pics.
Damn, I guess I can't send my feet pics to 123 Elm Street.
Oh, you can still do that. I take postage. I have a P.O. box.
Yay!
So how's the quality of this mic?
Better than the last one. I actually
Damn.
haven't turned you down. I had to turn you all the way up to hear you from the old one.
I'm too loud. But man, the headphone quality, oh my god. What these have is they're 40mm drivers, which is essentially the size of the speakers. So 40mm speakers, and they have a haptic driver for deep bass. So the headsets generally actually vibrate for the bass. So I mean, everything is like boom. I have a pair of Skull Candy Crushers. As you can tell, I'm a brand bunny. But they have the exact same kind of function. But I've been wanting a pair of gaming headsets that had... They had the haptic feedback, could fit on my head with the VR headset on. A good microphone. And I can listen to something on my phone while also hearing the game.
Cool.
And these do all of that.
Hi.
Yes, I'm currently listening to you, a podcast, and this game, and speaking and streaming all at one time.
That is one too many things.
I have the power to do it all.
I guess you could also load up Pornhub too.
I'm not too into audio pornography. Being I have the VR headset on, so, you know.
Oh.
Now, it would be cool if you could troll me by sending me pictures, and it would take up half of my view. Alright. And there's no getting any faster on this track, unfortunately.
I should send you an image then.
Wow, my best is a 208.10? I could have sworn I got a 207. Oh, yeah.
Have a derp. Here you go.
Oh, fuck, I can hear myself through your phone. Let me look at this creature. What is he going on about? I think they can... I'm talking about Ant. Wire foreigners think they can fool anyone? Spec asked me for classic like 4 times until I asked. Sausage, cheese, pepperoni. Yeah, he started working at Caesars a few months ago. He loved it at first. Let me see this picture. Yes, because they'll make you literally run the place alone. Oh, it's a Durg. I can't tell what color he is. Well, when I'm doing the pass through for the VR headsets, everything's black and white.
But that's dumb.
I mean, I can't complain.
It can't do color. Gotta take it back. Gotta get a new one.
It sees an infrared, so I can see in the dark.
Oh,
They specifically made it for the gamer in mind. Oh my god, I just realized I had 69 million credits in this game. 69. And we are going to do our first challenge. How about that? And what is it with? A fucking Japanese car doing... Oh. What do I need? How many PP? 450? 465? Alright, we're going to take the little truck. How about that?
You need the biggest of PPs.
Oh, ginormous PP. Double PP. Double PP. We're doing the tiny little teensy truck. Let's see if I don't fucking torture myself.
You should probably maybe not try that thing. That thing's slow.
What is it?
It's slow.
Why am I not in gear? What the fuck? You demanding I buy a new shifter?
Yes.
I'm not buying a new shifter until I buy a new wheel. Sorry.
Don't they have a combo deal?
It is kind of a combo deal, but I'm still looking at like $1,600.
So what do you think about that one guy setup? He had a whole damn car.
Oh god, I know. I've noticed that. There's people who do that. The problem is it's a PC only thing. And no, quit pushing me. Leave it to the AIs to ruin the entire race. That's one complaint that I have about this game, big time. One of the big problems in the old games was you were able to spin other cars out and throw them off track very easily. But they were just... This one? Well, here, you're watching. Let's see what happens when I try to spin this guy out, like he did me. Well, right now I'm maxing out my top speed. Unless I'm in a vehicle stupidly heavier, on a straight line, it's near impossible to spin them out. These cars, and especially if they hit you, and they're pushing through you, you're spinning. There's no contesting it, there's no fighting it. They are essentially trains on a track. Well, that's this car's limit. It's its speed limit.
Yeah.
It's not fast.
But you love that car.
It is fun. It's just not fast. It is made of slow and everything of the word.
You know what FPS stands for, right?
What?
I said you know what FPS stands for, right?
FPS?
Yeah.
First penis shits? Everyone
No,
gets their
per
penis shits.
Fats per second.
Faps per second. See, I'm currently running at 0 FPS. 0 fucks per second. Haw haw. Excuse me, sir. I have to pass you real quick.
What if he doesn't want to be passed?
No, he doesn't. He says, I'm faster than you! I'm faster than you! But I can brake here.
Sierra to McNiles.
That's one of the things that I don't want on stream.
Shh, no one's gonna know.
No one's watching it, but what happens when I eventually blow up? I don't want to suddenly hit everything the algorithm wants. If that happens, I'm probably deleting this. I'm probably going to delete this YouTube account. I'm sorry, I don't think I can handle being YouTube famous. That is too much limelight. And it is really...
Think of the money!
The money would be nice, sure, that's extra play money. But at one, I would have to register again with the government as a... what do they call it? As a business owner, because this is technically a business, so I gotta pay business taxes. Again, so that's business taxes on 2 businesses. And the U.S. government doesn't like entrepreneurs. The government doesn't like self-made people. And you can thank lobbying for that. It's crummy and shitty and downright communist. First race. I know, this game is extremely boring.
Oh my god, it's so boring.
Was that agreement or sarcasm?
Both?
Both.
You can't have one, you can't have the other, you gotta have both.
Stop it. He wants to eat. She wants to eat her cake and have it too. Citron? What? Why are they making me use this? Okay, I was about to say, this is a long fucking trek. I hope it is only 1 lap. I would fucking castrate them.
It's actually 40 laps.
Oh no, my sanity. Oh. Oh. But yep, they're going to be adding a brand new Corvette to the game. It's a VGT, Vision Gran Turismo car. I'm not a big fan of the Vision Gran Turismo cars, but it is something that's not an SUV or crossover, which Kazadori, he's the creator of Gran Turismo, Kaz tends to have a fetish for recently.
What, SUVs?
SUVs, crossovers, hybrids, and electric cars lately. I don't know why. He's like, why would you want to play a game with cookie-cutter race cars that are super close to each other in performance? Well, because this is the race car game. I do not want to buy and play with a fucking Toyota Grocery Getter 9000 that goes a maximum speed of here to there eventually.
My vacation starts soon. I will be off for a whole week starting Thursday.
Next Thursday?
This Thursday.
This Thursday?
Yeah.
So you're already on vacation?
No.
Oh, never mind. Brain stupid. You're talking about, the coming Thursday. I gotcha. That'll be fun. That's an entire weekend. That means I'll have to get on every day. Like how I failed to do today. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go do some overtime. I do a little, like, maybe 4 or 5 hours.
He said that Peck was more important than me.
Well, the worst part is it's like I pulled a 12-hour shift, or 12-and-a-half-hour shift yesterday. So, like, 8 to 8:30. And then I wake up at 6 a.m. to go in and do some more. I was pretty fucking, like, it was like a fucking cliff. I got home, I was like, yeah, we're gonna get shit done today. No. Fucking no.
Didn't get anything done.
My entire soul was like, you are going to relax, and you are going to like it. You are not passing me, mister.
Pass him, pass him.
Besides, the lap is almost over. We are 3 minutes into this lap.
How much longer you got?
We're hitting the last few corners.
Someone needs, in the headquarters for Gran Turismo, someone needs to make a map that's literally 1 hour long to do one lap.
That would be probably the Isle of Man. And that is a really large race course. There is another called Tour de France or something, I forget what it is. But it's an absolutely massive road course. And it takes 4 days to complete.
That's a long time. Wait, what?
4 days of non-stop racing per lap.
Yeah, you can keep that. I don't want it.
Let's go ahead and put it in this game. They used to do, in Gran Turismo 4, 5, and 6, they had 24-hour races. And the worst part is the fastest you could do it was 3 times speed. And it was only 3 times speed. So what's 1/3 of 24? 8. It is an 8-hour race. All right, next race. Another race won. Hooray. They don't have me with frustration today. Yay. Yay, I don't want to kill myself. Yay. Lightweight K-Cups.
Nope.
Oh, yes. Yes. Is there a PP limit? 400 or less.
A 400-inch PP.
400-inch PP. Oh, do you like the Suzuki Cappuccino? Starbucks Cappuccino?
Cappuccino?
Yeah, it's a Suzuki Cappuccino. It's a K car.
It looks like a Mazda.
It kinda is. It looks like a Mazda RX-7, but it's just tiny. And it's Starbucks livery.
Why?
It's a Starbucks Cappuccino.
You gotta drive it?
I can't. Its performance points are too high. I have to use the same 1991 Honda Beat that I have always used for these. Because the tuning is so fine and thin, there'd be no way I'd be able to keep up.
There must be a way.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend 3 hours on stream trying to figure it out. So we're going to take the safe bet. Oh, cool thing about the wipers on this Honda Beat, if you look at them, you're like, wait a minute, they're like at the bottom of the windshield. Doesn't the windshield angle up? Yes. The arm that holds down the fucking wiper has literally got a spring in it that holds it down to the windshield. Look how stupid it looks. It's like it's raising its arm to Heil Hitler. It's like every time it swipes, Heil Hitler, Heil Hitler, Heil Hitler.
You're gonna get canceled.
Not yet. See, this car is tuned perfectly for these races. No 6th gear. His name is K Pounder, or Kata Pounder. That's like a 30-year-old man. He's dead now.
Who is dead?
Murdered. His name is K Pounder.
I wonder what he's pounding then.
My mom.
Was that a stroke?
A stroke?
The noise you just made.
My mom. It's a powerful stroke. 3,000 strokes per second. It makes a noise like... Beautiful overtaking. I'll have to listen back to this to see how much noise you can actually hear through this microphone.
All of the noise.
All of the noise. All of the noise. Alright.
Open the door.
Open the door. That's exactly what I was thinking of. When you're trying to get into your friend's car, but it's still locked. Open the door. Open the door. I remember that with my father. He would literally open his door, get into the car, and get situated before fucking unlocking it for everyone else.
I gotta get in first.
Wait, oh, sorry, I forgot other people were with me. He was being a butt.
I have a butt.
Everyone's got a butt, but does it have a crack in it?
If you have got a crack in your butt.
Nah, mine doesn't have a crack at all. It's been patched up. There's no crack.
I used to submit.
I used quick dry cement on my crack. Oh, we're in 3rd place, and it's fucking pouring rain. Four minutes in, we were almost at the carousel. Oh yes. Flashy flash, I'm coming up. Run away. Woo! Oh, I should turn my wipers on.
Nah, you don't know.
Yeah, wipers are for pussies. Thank you for the opening. Now we're behind Fraga. Igor Fraga is an actual race car driver. Oh. Overcooked. Dive back in. Nope, there was someone there. No, I just lost control. For fun.
Yeah.
I will now succumb to depression. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Oh no. Time to drink until we're happy again.
No drinking.
Remember the days where people who would rage and throw stuff around their room were a thing?
Yeah.
You could do that. I mean, I could easily do that too, but right now, in my hands is an almost $400 piece of equipment. On my head is a $500 piece of equipment with a $300 piece of equipment. And my controller is a $200 piece of equipment. It's too expensive.
That's like people driving an expensive car. I want to ram into this building and total my car, but it's worth like $50,000.
Well, I mean, the average man doesn't think that, but when the woman thinks the man is giving more attention to his vehicle than her, and she's getting kind of jealous, she kind of thinks, oh, well, it's an oopsie. At least you still have me, babe. Right? I want a fucking divorce.
You're getting an abortion.
You're getting an abortion. Sounds like Kentucky schools. I'm sure you've heard of that. Oh no, you didn't hear about that.
Nah.
So apparently a school in Kentucky was urging their female students that were pregnant to get abortions and actually facilitating it. One student was 5 months pregnant, as in she was in her third trimester, i.e. the baby could have been taken out and it could live at that point. And they were pushing her, almost forcing her to have an abortion. They were literally dragging her into a Planned Parenthood clinic to have an abortion done. And she escaped and got away.
That was so many downs for illegal activity.
What is it? I didn't hear you.
That was all illegal.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not illegal because no one's ever been sued. There's no laws against it. If they tried to pass laws against it before this situation, it would have been considered an affront to women's rights.
Thing. I'm talking about her being dragged. That's basically kidnapping.
It's not, because the school is a trusted guardian. The school, when your child is at school, they have essentially custodianship. So it's not kidnapping. Not only that, but they're government schools, so they tend to have authority over the child. And this child was 17 years old, which, you know, to some people, that's not a child. To me, that's a child. If you're less than 25 years old, you're a child. But being they had guardianship over this 17-year-old, they could essentially drag it to go and get the free healthcare, which is essentially what abortions are advertised as. They're advertised as healthcare. The problem is it was being forced, and it is confirmed forced. And that is the thing everyone is afraid of when it came to abortion. It's, let me turn the volume down. Do the chitty chat. Mr. Fate, I need some noises. Oh! Oh, he lagged out! Oh, no! Oops.
Internet is acting up.
Yep, I figured as much. But yep, because there was no law against it. Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
All
'Cause
right.
everybody wants to be
Yeah.
stupid.
The big thing is because there was no law against it. There's no prior cases against it. They could do it. But now that it reached, media attention and almost essentially presidential attention, I guarantee you there's going to be laws made to prevent that. I hope. If we live in a sane society, there would.
That 17-year-old's pregnant. Quick, force her into abortion. What? She's 9 months pregnant? I don't care. Kill the child anyways.
That is quite literally that's quite literally what they want.
Pick it up.
They don't want. They want to. You've heard of the term antinatalism? It's essentially anti-having kids. That's literally what it is. These people are literally anti-children. It is a form of nihilism, which is the life has no meaning. One of the big things I tell these people who especially support abortion is, especially women, because they're doing it to virtue signal. They don't really mean what they say. They want abortions until it's a man who's got a big fat wallet, right? A man who's essentially a paycheck. Then they don't want abortions. Then they're suddenly become super pro-life. But a big thing that I use is, yes, queen, slay, keep having abortions. You're perfect for the abortion market. And honestly, it's true. Women who go around having abortions as a form of contraceptive, they don't deserve children. That might be an extreme view, but it's an honest one. Uh-oh, he's quiet again.
Just paying attention.
I heard you.
Yes?
I should probably turn your voice up. Let me hit the pause. Try to find my controller. There we go. Go to the party. Let's see. Turn your volume to max. All right,
You
now
probably
is your
don't want
chance.
to do that.
What is it?
You put it to max?
Yes. Now is your chance to scream really loud.
I don't think you want me to do that.
You're actually not too loud. You're actually quite, good volume. I'm just trying to hear you over everything else I've got going on in my ears. Fate takes priority. But yep, that's what I said. Anybody who wants abortions. You are the perfect candidate for abortions. I don't support them.
A good argument would be, well, you want to abort the baby you're having. Why don't you just abort yourself?
Well, you should give yourself a post-birth abortion. Look, it's nothing more than contraception. It's women skirting their responsibility for their own choices and actions. That is such a natural feminine urge, is to never take responsibility for the actions you do. It is someone else's fault. She gets mad and decides to lash out and hit me in the face. Well, that's my fault. I made her mad. I caused that. I essentially hit myself. That is the argument. The reality is she's got little to no control over her emotions. She probably needs a chocolate bar. And she lashed out.
Seriously needs a chocolate bar.
You'd be shocked.
You're not you when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers.
They stopped playing that commercial because feminists start bitching about it. They start bitching about it. This is so misogynistic. Why would I need a man to give me food to make me feel better? All I need is a man to give me food to make me feel better. Is the essential.
Let's look at the Cinderella thing.
The Cinderella thing?
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say? They got the Cinderella thing?
Like the Cinderella movie that Disney did.
Oh. The new one?
Woman
the live
power.
action? Oh. It's the girl
the
power
one nobody
shit.
went to the movie theaters and never watched it.
I didn't even know it was a thing. Is this like brand new recent?
Wait, what do you mean?
Did this just happen recently? The Cinderella movie? Oh, I remember. No, this was a while ago. And they really, really, really botched it.
The actor was horrible.
The actor was horrible. The actor was also a very entitled woman, who was really playing into the feminism shtick at the time. I remember all this.
She don't need a man.
Yeah. A woman doesn't need a man until, you know, she wants money that's not hers to spend. She wants food she didn't buy to eat. I don't even want to get started with modern dating. It's literally the expectation for gentlemen like ourselves has become, here is a picture of a woman. Isn't she gorgeous? And she's like 5'5", 180 pounds. So she's on the kind of heavier side. She's small, heavy. Probably watches a little too much anime and enjoys a little bit too much raunchy book. And then it's like, alright, well, she requires 116% of your wallet and everything else, all of your time and attention. And then you're sitting there and you're like, but all I have is a picture. And then they're like, well, what more do you want? What more do you want, you entitled piece of shit? What do you want her to do? Look you in the eyes? You fucking sexist? Rapist? You rapist? That's essentially dating now. And, I mean, it's not women's fault. They've social media and media has essentially made that the standard. And that by far is quite a lofty standard. Don't get me wrong. I get it.
He gets it.
I get it. I understand. But unfortunately, you're going to die alone.
Oh.
Your standard is a standard of maybe about 6% of men are willing to put up with because they have the ability to, and maybe only 1% of those men will actually, you know, touch ya.
She wants a man that's 6 foot.
Oh, he's listing the 666.
Only about like 70,000 men actually meet that criteria. Only 0.44% of all Americans.
She wants a top 10%er. And then when she gets into the top 10%, she wants the top 10% of that. So she's really only dating 1% of men. And one of the recent things I heard, which were a feminist, old classic Gamer Wars feminist or Gamergate feminist, made the argument of 60%. The loneliness epidemic is a man's problem and not a woman's problem. And it was and it is a men's problem, don't get me wrong, but it was in that cynical, haha, fuck you sort of way. Because you have 60% of Gen Z girls who've been in a relationship. And only 30% of Gen Z males in the who have ever had a relationship between 18 and 36. So our age group. The key factor there is the word relationship. They've never been in a long-term marriage relationship. It is essentially hitching up to a man who will give me attention for a few weeks. fuck me, bang me, throw me around, you know, the whole shebang, and then dump me like a piece of trash. Is fate still there? He gets
Possibly.
you get eerily quiet sometimes.
Yes.
You're supposed to be interrupting me. Yep.
Nah.
What's happening is you have a bunch of females screwing around with the same group of men, and the females who are too ugly, you know, to get with that top 10% of men, the top 10%. Do you remember Sydney Sweeney in the jeans commercial?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you look at the women who are upset about that, you notice that they're kind of, let's use proper language, they're homely. They're not pretty girls. They're very, they're quite literally the modern art of beauty standards.
Beauty.
Beauty. That's beauty, donkey. Look at that ogre. These are females who get zero attention. And complaining about a woman who's like a top 5%er, 9 out of 10, who does.
A man who's 7 foot tall and makes 7 figures with a 6-inch dick.
And meanwhile, she's like a 3 on the attractiveness scale. She doesn't have anything he wants, but she wants everything.
He'd be like, "What you got, bitch?
What do you bring to the table?"
I make $10,000 a year.
I put me on the table. I'm on the table. You get my attention.
I don't do anything. I'm jobless.
I'm here. Me. I'm the reward. That's the big problem with modern women. They believe they are the reward. And what do men want in a relationship? Hey, can I have someone who actually, you know, just gives a fuck about me? That's all men want. Could you give half a shit about me, you know?
Give them a shield.
Could you give me a pat on the back every once in a while? I mean, that is the standard now. And women and the women nowadays don't even do that.
Pillow.
They don't even do that. And don't even get me started on Sierra. She's just a pillow biter. She's a pillow princess.
You said that on the stream.
Huh?
You said that on the stream.
I don't care. Sue me. As long as it doesn't get taken too far. Plus, the stream's almost over. Most people would have tuned out by now. I think we've scared all the women away.
There were women in this chat?
Ha 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 ha.
Are you sure they're not just trannies who are
Well, you know,
pretending
to be...
men?
You said the T word. No, it's a, what is it? We have to include the women, even though they're not here. Gotta be inclusive.
Nah.
Shout out to all the women out there watching racing streams with us out of politics. I'm sure you don't have your kids to take care of. That's actually a fun fact that I learned. Now that we're gonna ADHD segue like a fucking brick wall. A list of the controllable people tend to be youths, disenfranchised men, as in, you know, ugly men who can't get girls, men who can't talk to girls, which, you know, they're making more of with putting plastic in our testicles.
That sounds like
and
fun.
Young single women. So minorities, young single women, lonely men. Well, low status lonely men. and young single women. And those are the people they propagandize to the hardest. And it just so happens the strongest cohort that they have is young women. If you've noticed, young men nowadays are super duper Trump. And young
Yay,
women
Trump.
nowadays are, I want to have free abortions. It's my body, my choice. I want to make the choice. I'm in charge. I'm the boss. Look at me. Anyway, can someone please help me? I need a man to help me. Yay, I did it on my own. Wow, I can't really whip this car around at all, can I?
No.
It's 10. Why would they make it a World Rally Car race? I want to do actual race cars, not these things. Alright, let's switch topics. Let's go back to Gran Turismo. Oh. Back to Gran Turismo. They need to add race cars into this game. Please. Give us newer race cars. The race cars in this game are 10 years old.
I want to go get a pharmacist license.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Absolutely do it. Fucking, you think you need to go do something?
If I try to do that right now, I'd have to quit my current job in order to go do the schooling for that.
Well, yeah, your current job wouldn't let you do that, but if you start, I think if you did a morning shift kind of job, which is not something that's available to you right now, and I know that.
Or if I do night shift.
Yeah, but do you really want to put yourself through that? I mean, you can if you're really driven and you need to do it.
Only way I probably could is if I do a side hustle job like DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, Amazon.
And
Flux.
DoorDash is not a good idea to do. Because you'll be working 12-hour shifts.
Lyft, Uber driver.
I wouldn't do that. They've turned those hustle jobs, and they're worthless. People don't tip anymore. People don't give money away because, you know, things have gotten tight. The economy got bad underneath Joe Biden.
Well, Amazon's different. You don't get tips from Amazon.
Oh no. I mean, Amazon's literally just a sweatshop.
I thought
Is that
about
where
just
you
doing
work?
Amazon,
Is that where you work currently?
No, hell no.
I was about to say, oh, what a
I'd be making
sweatshop.
more money. I'd probably be in a $28 an hour bracket.
Well, here's the one question, and I probably already know the answer to it. Why not?
Because they're scummy little shitbags.
Sweatshop labor. It's a sweatshop. They're scumbags. It's 100% correct.
That's why I'll only work for them as an Amazon Flux, because they're not technically my boss. All I got is just to deliver what I currently have. And it's only a 3.5-hour shift, and I could go back and get more packages. Up to 8 hours.
Interesting. But it's still wear and tear on a vehicle. And being you don't, you have yet to have learned how to maintain a vehicle yourself. That's expensive as fuck. Thankfully, if I remember correctly, you got a Toyota. If I remember, or was it a Honda?
It was a Nissan.
That's a Nissan. It's an Nissan. Yeah, parts are pretty cheap. I still can't get over 13K for a car with 100,000 miles. That's just fucking nuts. I mean, that's market value, but Jesus. You can legitimately say thanks, Obama, on that. That's a legitimate thanks, Obama. That's because of cash for clunkers.
Clunkers.
Yeah, a lot of people threw out really good vehicles, really good starter vehicles, for maybe $1,500 to $2,000. Cash in hand. Granted, right at the same time, there was an economic collapse going on around 2008, thanks to Bush and Obama. And then, miraculously, they're like, oh yeah, hand in your old car, we'll give you $2,000. And a lot of people just did that. And they crushed them. They just crushed a bunch of cars. And now the car market has just never recovered. And it won't for 2 decades. And they're trying to future-proof that with emissions regulations. You're aware of emissions tests, right? How they do emissions tests in California?
Nope.
All right, so part of well, in Ohio, you don't get inspections. You don't do yearly inspections on your vehicles. In my state, West Virginia, you have to take your vehicle to a mechanic and pay them like $25 to $30 to inspect your vehicle to make sure all the headlights work, the brakes work, your tires aren't worn out, that it's maintained, it's well taken care of. These programs, which was the National Highway Traffic Safety Organization mandated, which is a part of the government, it's a bureau of the government, an alphabet agency, if you will, and they essentially mandate some of these states do this, especially states in the Rust Belt, because it gets unsafe vehicles off of the road. But you know what it also does? It
Drugs.
gets people who can't afford brand new cars off of the road. It's a poor test. If you've got money and you've got a nice brand new vehicle, you don't have to worry about your yearly inspection or bi-yearly inspection. You don't have to worry about it in the slightest. If you need to buy a new car, well then you can just pull out a loan and buy a new car. But for people who can't afford to just buy a new car, they're fucked. It's a poor tax. And in California, the most expensive state to live, next to New York, they also test the vehicles to make sure they are within emissions regulations. And what that essentially means is if the engine got old and it started burning, more fuel than normal, it fails emissions. And you cannot drive that car anymore. Which means you have to buy a new car. That is some real bullshit, huh?
I just got a random that just said you just sent me another party invite. What the fuck?
I'm gonna send you another, motherfucker. Just you wait. I'm gonna send you 1,000 party invites.
You're gonna send me a motherfucker? I don't know about that.
Your main character is a motherfucker, don't get me wrong.
Still on that?
I'll never let that down. That's insanely funny. I found that very humorous.
What about his daughter that he didn't know?
Ooh, I don't like that one. That's a little different. That's a little different. Okay, back to the topic of women don't put out anymore, no matter how much money you throw at them. They essentially want daddies.
Oh, they still put out. You just got to go to OnlyFans.
They're into that parasocial relationship.
Oh, that I could do that. I could do OnlyFans.
Dude, the amount of girls going and doing OnlyFans. It's insane.
I'll just sell some feet pics. I'll put them into mashed potatoes. People like that.
Mashed potatoes? I want mashed sweet potatoes. Yes.
Personal request for $5,000 cash.
$10,000 cash. Call me a good boy. Tell me I did a good job today. I want you to say, "Welcome home, honey." $15,000 cash. And then you send it, and it's like, "Oh my god, thank you, YOLO." That's it. That's it. Nothing.
Or I just set up an account that's a fake woman, AI generated, and make money off of that.
Yeah, AI is going to fucking destroy the porn industry. Women are in for a reckoning unless they regulate it in a way to where you can't. And being it's going to be a women most affected sort of deal, that's probably how it's going to go. It's going to get regulated to high hell. To where you are no longer able to, you know, do the VR chat stuff. VR chatterbait. And you know what I say to that?
You heard about the Roblox situation, right?
Oh my god, the Roblox! How many laps? One more lap? Okay, I'm good. They banned the guy who was exposing all of the predators.
And even the police are telling him to step down.
They were telling him?
Yeah, the CEO.
Oh, the police. You said police, right?
The police-a.
The police-a?
Yes, it's another word for police.
Oh, the policia. Or Garda, if you're in Scotland, it's called the Garda.
The Scotland, these nuts.
The Scotland. Scotland.
I wish I was born in
Forever. But I've heard about that. It's funny how they protect these people a lot more now. I've noticed it. They're like, they're not doing anything about them. That's the problem everyone has. They're not doing anything to stop it. They're not doing anything.
They want to do Roblox dating.
Even that. I mean, they don't do anything to stop it. Yeah, we know it's a problem, but, you know, it's like in Britain with migrants running around stabbing people and nabbing up little girls and raping them. There's a big old migrant rape gang.
Stabber.
There's a big old migrant rape gang, and the government literally does nothing about it. What is the point of having police in a police state? Like, all of the UK is essentially fucking watched by a camera. And we can find a guy who says, "Fuck the government," in 2 seconds, but we can't find Mr. Muhammad, who was raping a little girl in broad daylight, and we can't prosecute him because there's no evidence, and you're just targeting because he's a migrant. They genuinely just don't do anything about it, and that's what's pissing people off. People are taking it into their own hands, and I mean, that's the inevitability. What's going to happen is people are going to say, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go out, I'm going to kill myself a child toucher." The system is failing. The system is failing in a way.
I heard something the other day.
What'd you hear?
You know how we have a whole bunch of immigrant problems? Have the immigrants hunt down the predators, and we would be called alien versus predators.
Nah. The big problem.
Green card.
The big problem I personally have with immigrants is they literally come here to suck off of the government tea.
I
That's
came to the free house and $5 million.
Literally, they come across the border. They hold their hand out like they're holding a bowl of soup. It's supinated. They're holding their hand out supinated.
Maybe I should go across the border at the UK and do
and
the
they
same.
say, "Give me that, give me that." They get a free phone. They get free housing.
There's a Ferrari. I want that, government. Can I have it?
Yeah, mine. Give me that. They're gimme dadding so much that the fucking blacks are getting pissed. Because their gimme dads have been cut to feed the Mexicans. You know why they're doing it? You know why they're filling this country with immigrants? It is not to stop demographic drop-off and change, or it's not to stop the generation and population decline, not being able to feed the government with tax money because these people don't pay taxes. If the government really needed tax money, they would go after people doing Western Unions at your local Kroger. They would tax the fuck out of them because of all the money that they send home. I used to work at a Kroger once upon a time, and I'd work I worked the service counter, and let's just say I made about $1,400 a month at Kroger, and I would watch people send $2,800 a week in Western Unions home. So every week, $2,800, 4 times a month. They made 8 times what I made at Kroger's and sent it home. Genuinely, I was disgusted by it. I never had an issue with immigrants until I worked that job. And the amount of time it would take to translate what they're saying, to figure out what they are saying, to figure out what they want, where it's going, verify their Spanish ID, that it's legit and that we can take it, and then count the absolute fat fucking wad of 20s, 5s, and 10s of $2,800 and do it. It was a 30-minute job every single time. And they would come in a group and they would all do one each. It would take 5 hours every week. On Friday, the busiest day of Kroger's is Friday, to process these people. Just across the street, there's a Walgreens with a self-serve Western Union machine. So not only could they do it for free in Spanish in a way they can understand themselves, they chose to have someone do it for them as a service. So they come into my country. They have me work for them while they are cash rich. Use my labor to make their life easier, and they can stand there and be, as impatient as they want with this 30-minute process that they've done 10 million times before. And they're just sucking us for what we got. I'm sorry. You've got the rich fuckers plundering this country at the highest levels, at the white collar level, plundering this country. I mean, I'm sure you've heard about how they allocated like $70 billion or whatever to making electric charging stations across the country underneath Biden. Well, they allocated a lot of money, and they only made 600 charging stations, which equates to about $10 million a charging station. Over 4 years, they only made 600 charging stations, which is nothing what we need to, meet electric car demands that they were wanting come 2030. Alright, let me get this fucking headset off. And headset back on. You still there?
No, I'm not here. I
Damn, he left.
With Pablo.
He disappeared.
Like the Predator in the night. You know what we need more around here?
What?
We need some more elementary schools.
But Mr. Herbert, you can't be within 500 feet of one.
That ain't stopping me.
Now, Chris, it ain't against the law if you ain't getting caught.
Bring back Hubert.
They got rid of him because a bunch of old men started getting a little upset. Especially the fucking Kycat Fox. That Kycat Fox. He's on the Epstein list, so he enjoys himself some little kids. Alright, so that's the stream. You know what that means.
Drugs.
Fish orgy. Broadcast over.
Gets to